हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, हाउ आर यू? होपफुली आप सब बहुत अच्छे होंगे। देखिए बेटा, कंपैरिजन बिटवीन सिग्मा एंड पाई कोवलेंट बॉन्ड्स। आपको याद होगा, इससे ठीक पहले हमने वैलेंस बॉन्ड थ्योरी के बारे में स्टडी करा था। बेटा, वैलेंस बॉन्ड थ्योरी में हमने देखा कि जो केमिकल बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन है, कोवलेंट बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन है, वो अकर करते हैं ड्यू टू overlapping of atomic orbitals, due to overlapping of half filled atomic orbitals of two atoms. That is, when two atoms come close together which have half filled atomic orbitals, then they can overlap with each other to minimize their potential energy to form a covalent bond. और फिर हमने पढ़ा था कि जो उनकी ओवरलेपिंग है वो टू टाइप से हो सकती है, मे बी लाइक दिस axial overlapping, one orbital can overlap along their internuclear axis along the molecular axis, or maybe two atomic orbitals like this and this, like a p orbitals, may overlap perpendicular to the internuclear axis. This is the internuclear axis and these orbitals are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so two types of bonds are formed. Now over to the comparison between sigma and pi bonds. Sigma bonds and pi bonds, remember, both are the covalent bonds. Both type of bonds are formed by the orbital overlapping. Sigma bonds are formed by the direct overlapping of atomic orbitals by axial or head-on overlapping along their axis. Along their axis means internuclear axis. Just देखिए जरा इसका एग्जाम्पल. Suppose we have to explain formation of hydrogen. हाइड्रोजन मॉलिक्यूल बेटा कैसे फॉर्म हुआ होगा अगर हम वैलेंस बॉन्ड थ्योरी के अकॉर्डिंग समझें, और फिर हम बताएं कि सिग्मा बॉन्ड कैसे बनेंगे. देन यू नो these are the two hydrogen atoms. Each hydrogen atom has electronic configuration 1s1 and 1s1. Its 1s1 means this is the half filled s orbital. This is the half filled s orbital, and these two orbitals can overlap along their internuclear axis as a head-on. You know, s subshell, s orbital is spherical, having one electron. S orbital of this hydrogen, this is also spherical, having one electron, and both overlap to each other. This is the internuclear axis, and this is the formation of sigma bond by their orbital overlapping, s overlapping. And this is the structure of hydrogen according to valence bond theory, and the bond formed between these two orbitals is called sigma bond. Similarly, if I am going to explain the formation of HCl molecule, do you know in the HCl there are two atoms, H and Cl. Its electronic configuration is 1s1 of the outermost orbit, which is incomplete. Its electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. 3p5 means it also has one p orbital as a half filled orbital, and according to valence bond theory, half filled orbitals can overlap of two atoms when two atoms come close together, so that to minimize their potential energy. So this hydrogen, it is a spherical. One p orbital is the dumbbell shape, and both orbitals overlap with each other, and this is the internuclear axis. You can say the sigma bond electron cloud formation of the molecular orbital. Its electron cloud symmetrically distributed above and below of the molecular axis. इसका भी इलेक्ट्रॉन क्लाउड बेटा ऊपर और नीचे मोलिकुलर एक्सिस में सिमेट्रिकली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड होगा. सो इस तरीका से सिग्मा बॉन्ड फॉर्म होते हैं. हाउ कैन यू एक्सप्लेन सिग्मा बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन? दीज आर द डायरेक्ट ओवरलैपिंग ऑफ एटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल्स बाय एक्सियल और हेड ऑन ओवरलैपिंग along their axis. It has stronger bonds. It has stronger bonds showing symmetrical electron cloud about axis joining of overlapping. A stronger bond means what? बेटा जब ये ओवरलैपिंग करते हैं, जैसे मैंने आपको समझाया, व्हेन टू ऑर्बिटल्स अंडरगो ओवरलैपिंग देन दे शेयर सम ऑफ देयर एरिया. That's why the bond becomes stronger, and it would be difficult to break this bond due to greater extent of overlapping. A stronger bond means greater extent of overlapping. This bond can rotate about its internuclear axis. Definitely, if one atomic orbital half filled from one atom, another atomic orbital half filled from another atom come close together, and then overlap, and then this bond can rotate. There is no parallel overlapping, there is no restriction about their rotation, but you can't say it's a free rotation. It's a almost free. Sigma bond formed can also rotate about the internuclear axis, okay, but it is not completely free. Okay, this type of bond can form by S overlapping, like formation of S2, can be formed by S and P overlapping, half filled orbital. इसकी जो P orbital होगी half filled, you know, these are the 5 electrons, this is the half filled, this one is the half filled, and this half filled and half filled may overlap with each other to form a sigma bond. Okay, similarly P and P atomic orbital also can form sigma bond when they overlap along their internuclear axis or head on. Let's see another example. Suppose we have to explain the formation of F2. These are the two F atoms. It has 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5, 7. This one has half filled 1p orbital, you know, this one, and similarly this one also have 1p orbital as a half filled, and these undergo as a axial overlapping to form a sigma bond. This overlapping is like this. This is the internuclear axis, and this is the formation of sigma bond or extent of overlapping. Remaining orbitals remain as it is without overlap because these are the fully filled orbitals. जो fully filled orbitals हैं वो overlap नहीं करेंगे, जो partially filled है सिर्फ वही overlap करेंगे और overlap करके bond formation करेंगे, sigma bond formation करेंगे. So this is about the sigma bond formation, overlapping according to valence bond theory. Now if we talk about pi bond formation. Pi bond is formed by the lateral or parallel or sideways overlapping of two p orbitals of two atoms. It's a parallel overlapping. Parallel overlapping is two p orbitals, half filled orbitals, when come close together parallelly, okay, perpendicular to the internuclear axis, then their lobes can overlap with each other. Okay, for example, look at the formation of pi bond. देखो बेटा, जैसे suppose ये आपके पास कोई एक p orbital है, suppose it is py, this is another py orbital, both should be py, both should be px, or both should be pz, should be parallel. When these two orbitals having one electron in their orbital, जब बेटा ये internuclear axis के साथ जाते हैं, then perpendicularly these lobes can overlap like this one, and these lobes can overlap like this one. ये भी combined हो गए, ये भी combined हो गए. वैसे हम इसको समझाने की कोशिश कर रहे कि these two p orbitals just overlap like this to form a pi bond. This is the pi bond, also known as p pi bond. When one p orbital, another p orbital combine together to form p pi bond, parallel bond. But remember, this bond is not much stronger as sigma bond because this extent of overlapping is smaller. When two orbitals overlap along their axis, then they can extend greater area, but when they overlap parallelly, lesser area will be then included in the bond formation. Okay, so कुछ इस तरीका से बेटा pi bond formation होंगी. But remember, very important one, remember, if there is any such type of overlapping, is explained, then remember there is no bond formation, neither sigma nor pi. This type of overlapping never include any type of bond formation. Okay, either sp parallel or perpendicular p orbitals, because this is the common area, this is the node point, where electron finding probability is 0. So this type of overlapping never be considered for the bond formation. Take an example for the proper explanation of formation of pi bond. बेटा आप देखोगे ये जो pi bond formation है sideways overlapping से बनते हैं. pi bonds कभी भी separately as a pi bond नहीं बनते. जब कभी भी pi bond formation होती है तो साथ में sigma bonds जरूर फॉर्म होते हैं. सिग्मा बॉन्ड फॉर्मेशन के साथ ही पाई बॉन्ड बनते हैं, रिमेंबर. सपोज I am going to explain the formation of O2. You know, in O2 double bond is present. This double bond include one pi bond and one sigma bond. How? Let's see. Two oxygen atoms. This oxygen atom has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Sorry, 2p4. And this one has also have 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. 8 electron in oxygen, you know, total. Its outermost p orbitals have 4 electrons distribution like this, according to Hund's rule. And this one also have distribution of pi electrons according to this. It has 2 p orbitals. It has 2 p orbitals which are half filled. And you know, all 3 p orbitals in any atom are perpendicular to each other. These 2 p orbitals are looks like, if suppose this was the 1 p orbital, then this is the another p orbital, you know, perpendicular to each other, have one electron. Similarly for this oxygen atom, this is 1 p orbital, this is the another p orbital having one electron. Then when two oxygen atom close together, they undergo axial overlapping to form a sigma bond, and these half filled p orbitals undergo to formation of pi bond. That means we can say this will give you like this. This is the sigma bond electron cloud. This is the sigma molecular axis. These two form sigma bonds, and these two p orbitals as a pi bond electron cloud. So remember, pi bond electron cloud is symmetrically distributed just above and below to the internuclear axis. Sigma bond and pi bond. Pi bond always formed along with the sigma bonds. आगे बात समझ में. So this is the formation of O2. अगर आप समझ पाए हो, otherwise remember, whenever you have single bond, then it has 1 sigma 0 pi. Whenever you have double bond, it has 1 sigma 1 pi bond. And if it were triple bond, then it has 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds. Sigma bonds never be multiple between any two atoms, but pi bonds can be multiple. 1 sigma may be separate without any pi, but whenever pi bond is formed, 1 sigma must be there. Okay, so pi bond formed by the lateral or parallel or sideways overlapping of p orbitals. This is the lateral or parallel or sideways overlapping of 2 p orbitals. Extent of overlapping is lesser. I already discussed. That's why pi bond is weaker than sigma bond. Pi bond electron cloud is oriented just above and below. Pi electron cloud is oriented just above and below to the internuclear axis. The rotation around pi bond is restricted or hindered. बेटा जब कभी भी आप दो पाई बॉन्ड बनाने वाले ऑर्बिटल्स को अगर आप रोटेट करोगे तो रोटेशन से बॉन्ड ट्विस्ट होगा. ये ऐसे ओवरलेप्ड है. अगर आप इसको रोटेट करोगे तो बॉन्ड विल ट्विस्ट. अगर बॉन्ड ट्विस्ट होगा तो बॉन्ड ब्रेक हो जाएगा. दैट्स वाई रिमेंबर फॉर ऑलवेज, पाई बॉन्ड नेवर कैन बी रोटेट अबाउट देयर internuclear or intermolecular axis. Pi bond formation can be takes place by pp parallel overlapping or maybe p and d parallel overlapping. It's called p pi d pi overlapping. Okay, so this is all about comparison between sigma and pi bond. Both are the covalent bonds formed by the overlapping of orbitals under the overlapping concept of valence bond theory. Okay, अब आप आगे देखोगे बेटा ये जो बॉन्ड्स हैं ये पोलर भी हो सकते हैं, नॉन पोलर भी हो सकते हैं. Whenever you have to ask to count the sigma and pi bonds, remember this thing: in any a single covalent bond, it is 1 sigma and 0 pi. In any double bond, it's 1 sigma and 1 pi, and any triple bond, 1 sigma and 2 pi bonds are already present. Okay, so watch this video, enjoy the comparison between sigma and pi bond. Very important and useful for both competitions as well as in your school exams. Now I am going to discuss in the next video about dipole moment, the bonds, and polar and non-polar comparison. Okay, so देखिए इसको और जो भी डाउट मेरे से पूछिए. For any doubt you can call me or message me. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot.